Hey, it's the nerdy sports fan talking NFL Week 3 action. And we've got the Chargers as a 3-point favorite against the Texans. Both teams have their inconsistencies, don't they? Chargers should have beat the Lions last week, didn't. Houston, they just barely beat Jacksonville. They should have done better. But I kind of called that they would only just barely beat Jacksonville. I think on paper both of these teams are dynamic. They're powerhouses, really. They have very deep offensive teams. Their defenses are structured to be good enough to get stops when needed, and I think Houston should be 2-0 right now. I think the Chargers should be 2-0 right now, but they're not. So what you're seeing is coaching errors, leadership problems. Those are always the things that you point to when very talented teams are losing games that they really should win. So since both teams kind of have things going the same way, strong offenses, okay defenses, questionable leadership, you're seeing exactly what Vegas's response is. 3 points for the home team. Yeah, home team's 3-point favorites every time they don't know what to do. So, do you really think I'm going to know? I do. Yeah, Texans are going to do well in this game. Okay? I think they cover the spread. I think they win. I think the Chargers are very centric on Austin Eckler right now offensively. I think they are traditionally a slow starting team, and they showed us exactly that against Detroit. I think Houston can be better than they're going to be this year. Deshaun Watson is not quite ready to be the guy that carries a team deep in the playoffs. I don't see that out of him. He's too lanky to not be injured multiple times during a season. He's still getting hit all the damn time. So this prediction is predicated, of course, on him lasting through the game without injury. I just think Houston, their construction is so similar to the Chargers' construction that nobody is glaringly the favorite, but this strikes me as a game that Houston can pull out. They pulled out a win out of a tough game last week, and the Chargers didn't. So going on the road to the Chargers really isn't going to be a big deal because the Chargers don't really have a home field advantage where they're playing right now. So yeah, I think Houston can win in a not-so-hostile environment and show the rest of the league that they're taking the steps needed to actually be considered for a deep playoff run. Start Deshaun Watson, start Hopkins, start Will Fuller. Carlos Hyde showing that Johnson was the number 2 running back in Cleveland for a reason. Carlos Hyde is going to take over this backfield. He is a running back 2 this week. And Austin Eckler is a running back 1 every week the rest of the season. The guy's fantastic, and he's going to keep the job when Melvin Gordon comes back. And Mike Williams is becoming the dominant wide receiver target for Phillip Rivers. Williams was all over the place last week. So I do think this is going to be a high-output offensive game. Start Mike Williams. He's a wide receiver 2. Start Keenan Allen, wide receiver 1. They lost Hunter Henry, so they don't really have a tight end that I would say is definitely a lock at start, but start Phillip Rivers, start Deshaun Watson, start everybody on offense for both teams. Do not start either defense. Don't even think about it. This is going to be a pinball machine game, but I think Houston in the end pulls it out. They have the talent. They have very, very good leadership out of Watson. He just needs to stay healthy. And at least early in the season, a game like this, I think he can do that and pull out a win. So, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hit up the rest of the videos. Check out the other games.